and we're going to do the pickup and drop off.
Yeah. If he's exhausted, I'll drive.
Okay.
He's doing the lock-in, so.
There was a part of me that was like, really? You want to do that this week? You're willing to do I was like, okay.
Kid.
He's also working on learning how to say no. You admitted that the other day. Which one of those is not true? Is that a two truths and a lie?
I always do it, and I everyone will say he goes resting. I'm sure he was resting. And he's never been rested for activism.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's the thing about two truths and a lie. You have to pick a lie that's plausible. That's how you win at that game. That's oh, you didn't know you both do it. That's hilarious.
The other thing that I always say,
Okay, so I actually would have believed that. But that's only because I know enough about your personal story. Yeah. I would hope not. I would hope not. That could be catastrophic at this age. Yeah, but less likely so, because at that age you're still, that's right, at that age you're still kind of rubbery. Totally should have brought my hat today. Oh. You know, I even bought a hat that's more like adult-like than my typical baseball caps, and I didn't wear it tonight, and I totally should have brought it tonight. It would have been a perfect night. I forgot that it's early service at the time when the sun is like really beating at you. It's exciting. If I mess up tonight, it's two possible reasons. Either I can't see, or the pollen has taken over. And it could be both. It could be an exciting service. Yeah, the guys on Space City Weather said that they've never recorded a number this high ever, and it's like twice as high as the highest previous number. Uh-huh. It's not a machine. Wow. That's incredible. Yep, I'm using every tool at my disposal. Oh, thank you.
I love your shirt again. Did you actually listen to the album? You actually listen to it's so good, right?
It's gonna be that kind of. It's gonna be that kind of a night.
Yeah.
I was saying, if things go wrong, it's because I can't see or because I can't sing because of the pollen. Can't see because the sun or can't sing because of the pollen.
Pollen.
Oh my God, the allergies are killing me.
Yeah.
I think we need to tell everybody they have to sing loud because we can't see them. So only way we're gonna know you're there is if you make noise.
Test, test. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I don't know.
Can y'all hear me? No. Phil, can you turn it up a little for me, please? Turn my mic up. Test. Test, test. That's better, right? No, not better? Okay.
Is your battery working?
Yeah, my battery's on. Hold on one
Let's try a
second.
new battery, maybe.
Can you turn me up? Oh, is this better? Is that better? Thank
Oh
you,
yeah,
Phil.
nice, nice. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I am so happy to welcome you all here for Thank God It's Shabbat. For people young and old, I'm delighted that we have members of the local Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who are here. Their youth are going to meet with our youth later tonight. We're so happy to welcome y'all to our worship, and I'm so happy that we get to be together to lift our voices in song and prayer, to feel the connection of being together, to welcome our friends who are online as well. This service is one that you all create with your voices and your ruach, your energy. So I'm asking you to lift everything up along with your, little instruments that you might have as we join together in song and prayer. I hope everybody got a copy of the service. Awesome. Let's begin.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen.
Woo!
Ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Yoseh shalom imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen.
Woo!
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Beimru. Amen. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Kol Shama Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shama Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Koran Shamate, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Koran Shamate, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yalla la 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 yalla la yalla la yalla la 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 yalla yalla la yalla la 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 yalla la la la. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Yalla la 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 yalla la yalla yalla la 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 la. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
We continue welcoming Shabbat on page 2 with the words of Lechadodi, welcoming Shabbat like a bride, like our good friend. At the very last paragraph, we'll join together, rising and facing the entrance. Join with us.
Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet ve'lichila. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikerem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshava tchila. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki la'orech kumi ori. Uri, uri, shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, yala la yala la yala la, b'nei Shabbat Mekabela.
We rise and face the entrance.
Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha u'betola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 b'nei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 B'nei Shabbat Mekabela.
We have welcomed Shabbat. Now we turn to the people around us, friends. And friends we have not yet met, with greetings of Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, guys.
Shabbos,
It's
good
so
Shabbos,
great
good
to see you.
Shabbos,
It's been a
handshakes.
while. I'm glad you're
Shabbos.
here. Hey.
Shabbos. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. You're going to say hi to your friends you haven't seen yet. Just it's good to see you, boys. Whoops, sorry. Hey, good Shabbos. Welcome back.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Welcome.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I got to come
Shabbat
back to there.
Shalom.
He said, hey, well, Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom. Great to see you, Bill.
Shabbos, Lenore. It's good to see you.
Shabbat Shalom. How are ya? Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, y'all. I may have startled him a little. How did he get so big, though? Oh, my God. We remain standing as we turn to page 3 with our Barhu, our call to worship. We remain standing.
Yada la la la, 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 yada la la la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yada la la la, 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 yada la la la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Le'olam Va'ed. Yada la la la, 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 yada la la la.
And even though the sun is shining so brightly, it's blinding, Rabbi Ari.
I can't see y'all at
Yeah.
all.
We still acknowledge the Creator who causes day and night to roll and roll and roll. We join together in prayer.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, becomes day, day turns to night. Boreyom balayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreyom balayla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Turn the page for Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed.
Please be seated.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hands, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Now, I have a question for all of you. Yeah. Is Elsa in the house? Do we have Elsa here? Winnie, are you dressed up like Elsa? That's not my question. Sorry, that was not the question. You look beautiful, sweetie. So my question is, what holiday is coming up? Who knows? Who knows? Raise your hand if you know. Just raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know. What holiday? Shout it out, people. That was like the lamest response, lamest group response. Even if y'all got it right, again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Passover. All right. My son is being a smart aleck and said, Shabbat. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is Shabbat. You're right. The next major Jewish holiday, though, is Passover. And I don't know about you, but I really love Passover. I don't like eating matzah for a week. No? You don't mind? Raise your hand if you don't mind eating matzah for a week. Wow. That's more than I thought. Raise your hand if you get a little tired of matzah after 4 days or so. Yeah. Raise your hand if you don't know what matzah is. Cool. That's cool. It's like a cracker.
Lucky you.
Yeah. It's a big cracker. Does anybody know why we eat matzah? Why, Ian? Who's they? They didn't have enough time for the bread rise. The Israelites. Yes, you are right. That's close. You were right. Yeah. The Israelites didn't have enough time to let the bread rise when they were doing what? For what? Running, leaving Egypt. Why were they leaving Egypt? Why were they leaving Egypt? They were leaving slavery. And they had to get out so fast that they didn't have time for the bread to rise. Does anybody know that we call matzah? It has 2 special words. It's 2 special names. No, my other son, the smart aleck. Yeah. It's called the bread of our affliction. No, Aiden, you don't know. It's affliction. Bread of our affliction. Raise your hand again if you thought matzah after 4 days was like way too much. Yeah. That's the bread of the affliction. Yeah, it's an affliction. Hi, Crystal. Now, it has another name. Does anybody know what that other name is?
Poor.
Not bread of punishment, which is a lot like bread of affliction. Gwynny, do you know? Bread of ice power? Yeah? Not exactly. Yo! Bread of freedom. It's bread. So raise your hand if you liked eating matzah for 7-8 days. Bread of freedom for y'all. It's actually a bread of freedom for all of us. It's a bread affliction because it's a reminder that we were slaves and we didn't have time for our bread to rise. That's how quickly we had to run away. But it's also freedom because we free. That's the first thing we ate when we were free people. You know the feeling when Passover's over and you can eat regular food? How does that feel?
Freeing.
Boring. Like freedom. Yes. And like freedom, that is what our ancestors experienced, maybe to like the millionth degree when they crossed to freedom. And the song that we're about to sing, the prayer that we're about to say, is a prayer that we don't just say on the Shabbat for Passover. We say it every single day because a gift of freedom is something that doesn't go away. It's something that is always with us. So we join together in Mi Hamocha, giving thanks to God for the gift of freedom.
Standing at the sea. Mi Hamocha, standing at the sea. Mi Hamocha, standing at the sea. Mi Hamocha, freedom's on our way. Singing and dancing, Mi Hamocha, singing and dancing, Mi Hamocha, singing and dancing, Mi Hamocha, freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. The sea she parts Michamocha, the sea she parts. Michamocha, the sea she parts. Michamocha, freedom is on our way. Walking through the water, Michamocha, walking through the water, Michamocha, walking through the water, Michamocha, freedom is on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. We're on the other side. Michamocha, we're on the other side. Michamocha, we're on the other side. Michamocha, freedom is on our way. One God, Michamocha, one God, Michamocha, one God, Michamocha, freedom is on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on our way. Freedom is on our way. Freedom is on our way.
And it wouldn't be Shabbat without a little Visham Woo!
Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Beini uvein b'nei Israel Oti leolam, oti leolam, Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Ki sheshe yamim asar Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Ubayom hashvi Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash, Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat Woo Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam.
We continue now on page 6, joining together in the central prayer of our worship. We'll join together aloud, just with the first paragraph, before continuing in silent prayer. So I'm going to ask everybody to take their musical instruments and put them on the floor, and then to please rise.
Ha-na-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai tiftach. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid te'ilatecha. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai tiftach. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid te'ilatecha. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai tiftach. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid te'ilatecha. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na Sfatai tiftach. Ha-na-na-na-na Ufi yagid. Ufi yagid te'ilatecha. Adonai Sifatai Tifta Ufi Agite Ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu B'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el ha'gadol ha'gibor v'hanora, El Elyon, gomel chasadim tovim, v'koneh ha'kol, v'zocher chastei avot v'imahot, u'mevi geula lifnei b'neihem, l'man shemo b'ahava, melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah.
Please be seated. Continue with Yehiyu L'Ratzon, page 8.
Yehiyu, Yehiyu, L'Ratzon, L'Ratzon, Im Refi, V'Egyon, Libi, Lefanecha, Adonai, Adonai, Suri, Vego Ali, Adonai, Suri, Vego Ali. May the words of my mouth, and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Yehiyu, Yehiyu, L'Ratzon, L'Ratzon, Im Refi, V'Egyon, Libi, Lefanecha, Adonai, Adonai, Suri, Suri, Vego Ali, Adonai, Suri, Vego Ali.
Tonight about a man who found paradise. Paradise. It didn't start out so great, though. It started out with a man who was very, 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 very unhappy with the way his life was going. He didn't like anything in his life. How you doing, buddy? Good, Mike. I like that. He didn't like his job. Do you know what he did for his job? he was a cobbler. He made shoes all day. And every day he went to work and he worked on shoes and he repaired shoes and he made new shoes. And every day he came home and he said, those shoes smelled so bad. He didn't say anything good about his job. And then he would get home and his wife would be there and his children would be there. And he didn't say, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Do you know what he said? Be quiet, my head is pounding from all the hammering of the shoes. Sometimes they would have dinner together, and he would be served delicious hot soup. Do you know what he said about that delicious hot soup? It needs more salt. Nothing was ever good enough for this guy. I don't know what kind of inside joke I missed over here, but you know. Just you wait, Bill, for the end of the story. Well, this man got so tired of his life, so tired of everything that he had to do day after day after day, that he started to pray to God. And he said, God, I can't take it anymore. Please tell me there is more than just pounding shoes all day and going home to bland soup and noisy kids. I want to go to paradise. And he prayed, and he prayed, and he prayed. It was not a good moment in this man's life. And then, on the wind, he heard an answer. And the voice said, paradise is that way. You guys are great. You're like the best sound effects. And he turned and he looked at a path heading out of town, and he said, that is the path I will take to paradise. He didn't pack any clothes. He didn't pack any food. He just started walking out of town. He walked, and he walked, and he walked, and he walked, and he walked until the sun set. He was still not in paradise. He was just in the woods. But he said, I know I'm heading in the right direction. So he took off his shoes, he made himself a bed, and he said, you know what? I'm going to point my shoes in the direction of the path that I need to go to get to paradise. The voice told me it was this way, and I'm going to go. And he pointed his shoes in the direction through the woods that he had been heading to paradise, and then he fell asleep. Now, who knows what happened that night? Maybe he didn't get eaten. He did not get bit by, maybe he did get bit by bugs, I don't know, but somehow, maybe it was a forest spirit, maybe it was the wind, maybe it was a prophet, Elijah, who came down and turned his shoes the other way. And the man woke up in the morning. He wasn't eaten, not too many bug bites, and he looked at his shoes. He put one foot in, and then the other foot in. They were really good shoes because he made them, you know. And he put them on, and he said, this is the direction I'm going, and he started to walk. And what do you think happened? He went to a town village, and he said, my goodness, this town is filled with life. Look at all the people running around. Look at all the children playing. This is a beautiful, beautiful village. And he sat there looking, and after a minute he scratched his chin and he said, you know, this kind of reminds me of home. I wonder if in paradise there's a street like my home street. And he started to walk to where his house was. And lo and behold, there was his house. He said, my house is in paradise? Oh my gosh. And he opened the door and he looked around, and guess what his kids were doing? They were sitting quietly at the table. No, I'm just kidding. Kids don't do that. They don't sit quietly. They were running around. They were playing games. They saw him and ran up and said, "Hi, Daddy. Oh, we love you." And he got tears in his eyes. He said, "My goodness, these children of paradise are amazing. They're so full of energy. They're so full of love." And then his wife in paradise said, "Honey, I made soup for you." And he sat down at the table to a fresh bowl of soup. And guess what he said? Paradise has the best soup in the world. I mean, maybe in the world to come, but still. He loved the soup, and he went to sleep that night. He slept better than he had in years. And then he woke up in the morning. He said, I bet there's work to do in paradise. I'm sure that there are people who need shoes in paradise. And so he went to his shop for shoes, his cobbling shop. Is that a word? Cobbling shop? Okay, that's where he went. And he started to make shoes. And he never complained about the smell. All he did was say, "Oh my goodness, I get to design shoes that make people comfortable every single day. Paradise is the best place in the world." Of course, it's paradise. And this is how the man lived his life all the days of his life. Every day he got up and said, the sun shines brighter in paradise. Or sometimes he said, the rain falls harder in paradise. It's so beautiful. Every day he got up, and when his kids were making noise and running around and being noisy, he said, these kids, I love them. Their energy is infectious. And then he got grandkids. And he said, this really is paradise. And every day he went to work. And he cobbled shoes. And he made princess shoes. And he made amazing tennis shoes. And he said, this is paradise. So as we enter into this Shabbat, which is actually called Shabbat Hagadol, the Great Shabbat, because it's a Shabbat before Pesach, let's remember that sometimes paradise is not way out there, some other place that only God can bring us. Sometimes paradise can be found in our hearts and in our minds. I think we should build it together. Let's continue now in our worship with Misha Berach on the top of page 9, our prayer for healing. From our community, we share the names of Joan Adler, Lenore Adler, Sue Barish, James Berry, Josh Boswell, John Deakins, Emily Diamond, Ted Dressman, Bill Ellis, Ralph Gardner, Joyce Gardner, Steve Geis, Marnie Goldman, Roz Grossman, Rachel Helene, Brian Hertz, Cheryl Kamish, Marshall Kramer, Helene Kramer, Jennifer Larson, Sally Levy, Gail Leventon, Faith Lewis, Rena Masarwi and family, Mary Meyerson, Leah Nicaron, Esther Nicaron, Father Lance Ousley, Florence Osterman, Doug Pack, Tracy Patton, Rabbi Lori Phillips, Rabbi Marcia Prager, Mike Rawls, Joan Rich, Keith Salome, Stephanie Schuler, Margot Seckler, Shirley Seckler, Betty Sechelle, Debbie Simon, Selma Silverberg, Reese Sullivan, Dominic Thixton, and Carmen Villarreal. And to these names we add our own friends and family who are in need of healing of body, mind, or spirit. all of the people who are asking for healing in our online community. We raise our voices in song and prayer. Mishaberach lecholim.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor Abracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor abracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai rofei hacholim. Blessed are you, the source of all. Please be a source of healing to all those in need. Amen. I'd like to invite up some members of our Temple Youth Group, Testy, to open the doors of the Ark. Our former Testy President, Cameron Samuels, and our current Testy President, Natalie Hauser, to come forward to open the Ark. I'd like to invite everyone to please rise.
V'hashevota, v'hashevota, elevavecha, elevavecha, ki Adonai, hu ha-Elohim, hu ha-Elohim, v'nemar, ve'Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Thank you both. Please be seated. We read together on the bottom of page 9. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with the people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. And so we remember those whose lights touched our lives at their yahrzeit, their anniversary of passing. Jack Bluestein, father of Judy Bluestein-Levin. Earl Friedman, grandfather of Ashley Gelder. Ruth Gardner, mother of Ralph Gardner. Sherry Grabois, wife of Ron Grabois. Jamshed Nicaron, father of Giora Nicaron. Jewel Gloria D. Siegel, mother of Lauren Foster. And to these names we add our own beloved dead. We join together now on page 10 with Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. Once again, please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman karev v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei d'kusha b'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May God, who is our source of peace and peace to all who mourn, comfort all who remember. Together we say, Amen. Please be seated. There's quite a lot coming up in the next few weeks. We don't normally do announcements on Thank God It's Shabbat, but there's so much happening that I wanted to just give a shout out for a few things. Tomorrow morning we're having Bible and bagels at 9:30 in the morning. I'm glad you're excited. That's awesome. Sisterhood on Sunday morning is having a mom's morning out. Let the games begin starting at 9 a.m. with conversation and continental breakfast. Hava is continuing to teach Lunch and Learn every Thursday, so you can contact Hava. Where did she? I don't know where she went. That way to get the information. The Food Truck Festival is April 24th. The gala, Temple Sinai's gala, is May 7th. It's a Happy Trails gala, which I love the name. And also Passover. Don't forget, Passover starts next Friday night. Second night Seder is on Saturday. I think that's it for now. Yes? Okay. Let's now take a minute and bless our kids. You can find the blessings on page 11. Kids, go to your parents. If you don't have parents here, come up. I'll bless you. You know I love you. You know I love you. Come on, Danny.
Can you bless me?
I will bless you.
And bless you too. You get blessed.
Let's bless our
Can't
kids.
all remember the family.
Yeah, go to your parents. That's what we do. Yes, yes. I love it.
Okay.
Ian and William, where's your mom?
Come
All right,
here.
come on up. We're blessed. All right, or find her, whatever you want. Let's
Corinne
start by
Stalnacker, you're
blessing
watching the
our
sanctuary.
sons. Our sons.
Yisimcha
Yisimcha Elohim
Elohim
Kephraim
Kephraim
V'chim
V'chim
Menashe. May God make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. And we bless our daughters and our children.
Yisimech Elohim Kesar Rivka Rachel V'Leah.
May God make you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And we gather all those we love in blessings, reaching hands across, back, forward, making sure everyone is, yes, that's the way to do it. Reach a hand across, reach hands, come here, we can, yes. All right, good. Is everybody, yeah. Let's bless.
Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless and protect us all.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's light shine on us, be gracious, kind to us all.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's presence be with each and every one of us, filling our lives with the awareness of the blessings that our lives already contain and giving us peace. And we all say,
Amen.
Amen and amen. Thank you all for coming up. I'd like to invite all of our little kids to come forward.
Okay.
For Kiddush and Motzi. If you have not had your bar bat mitzvah, come on up. You don't have to. Come on up. Hi, sweetie. I love that. Come on up. All right.
Hey, tall kids, make room for the short kids in front.
Yeah, we will raise our glasses, enjoying Thanksgiving. I believe there will be little wine cups outside.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam haborei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
And we thank God for the food we're about to eat. There's pizza, there's salad, hopefully there's desserts and other goodies. And we thank God for all the food we're about to eat, including this delicious challah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. B'te'avon, Shabbat Shalom. Our closing song is on the bottom of page 11.
Yeah.
Join with us. Go ahead, sweetie.
Ameh, Ameh, Am Yisrael Chai, Ameh, Ameh, Am Yisrael Chai, Ameh, Ameh, Am Yisrael Chai, Ameh, Ameh, Am Yisrael Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Ameh, Ameh, Am Yisrael 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 Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Oh, Avinu Chai. Oh,